we doing our youth things of popular music?
Yep.
It's like Jesus. Come on. I can see it in my walk. You can hear it in my talk. The Spirit takes over me. It's like Jesus.
Yes.
Black children in the church, Lord. Anyway, what's happening, host?
Hey, live.
Hey, girls.
What's really
It's
good?
Is this the first one since in the new year? No, this is the second one, right?
This is the second one. Yeah, we did one a couple weeks ago, I think. Girl, you know I can't keep track. I'm trying to get my life together.
There.
But here we are again for another installment of where whereas Comedy Broads voice our unpopular opinions. Very unpopular opinions. So how y'all doing or whatever? Rachel, how are you over there?
I'm good. You know, 2018. I'm trying to get my Charmaine on. Had a run today. You know, just trying to get the body on, you know. But I'm, you know, feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Look, I'm also trying to get my little Charmaine. Charmaine, trying to give me something.
We want the Charmaine.
I've been squatting my ass off, literally.
Yes.
You
so that's what
ass off.
Kelanna, where you been at, girl? I don't hear from you. You don't call nobody.
I've been on hiatus, man. I've been taking a break from social media. Just been trying to get my whole life and soul together. You hear me?
Amen. Amen.
Just got a new car. Amen. Amen.
Amen. What you got? You're not in the Taurus no more. What you got?
Girl, so the Lord blessed me with a 2014 Maxima.
Yes.
I like it.
Somehow I knew it was gonna be a Nissan Altima or a Nissan Max. I knew it. So I didn't want to say it out loud, but something told me in my heart, I bet you she got a Nissan or a Maxima. I bet you that's what she got.
A black woman is good for a Maxima or Altima.
Right?
Girl, I don't need no man to take care of me. You hear me?
It's independent.
My son won't for nothing.
My son is my king.
My son is my king.
Charmaine, how you been doing, girl?
I've been good, traveling a lot for work, but trying to hit up the comedy clubs, you know, do that thing. Trying to get, I don't know, I guess been working out too. I'm like, I got some new goals for my birthday. I want to get abs on my birthday. That's my goal right now. So I got to stop eating candy because I'm addicted. Like, that's my downfall. Candy, yeah.
Candy is our friend.
I know, man. I just stopped buying
Tastes like candy. Feeling when you walk, and it's over me.
There you go. Get it nasally. Charmaine, you already, how much body you want? You already, Charmaine, the body?
You trying to be Serena Williams? You trying to be Serena the ass Williams?
Yes, y'all. I'm like,
girl, you want all the damn body.
I just really, okay, you know what it is? You know, you see Facebook memories and shit? I'm like, yo, I used to have abs though 8-10 years ago. So I'm like, all right, 10. I'm like, I feel like I'm like close. So I'm like, all right, let me get just one more time in my life to get abs. And then I'm like, all right, someone can track.
Girl, you can have them for the rest of your life if you want them. It's possible, girl.
No, like, I feel like, you know what? My goal, my fear in life, I'm gonna get abs and I'm gonna get knocked up, and I'm gonna cuss that nigga the fuck out. Like, oh, his flat stomach, and now you want to put a baby in there? Like, no, you know, like.
They got plenty of children that need to be adopted, and I'm gonna give me one of them because I'm not pushing out no baby.
What?
That's it.
Oh shoot, that's a topic.
I'm gonna say that's another topic for another day, because I thought you would probably want. You seem like you would want kids, dude. At least one.
I do want kids, but I'm gonna adopt them. I ain't pushing on no children.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
There are too many children in the system who need good homes. And, you know, somebody who actually isn't crazy. And I want to be one of those people.
Yes, come on. This is us.
Yes, I am a little bit of a Sterling. Just a little bit.
A tad.
But anyway, you guys, and I'm sure that if there's anybody watching out there, Lord, one of these days we're going to have to give people a link to watch live so they could talk to us. But
right? Well, that's good.
One day we're going to do it, girl.
Yeah.
Maybe next week. This should have been the week. 2020. Anyway,
promotion.
So I'm sure everybody know we're going to be talking about this because we are the Comedy Broads after all. Directly relates to our careers and our lives. Paid quality and entertainment. Brought up by Monique. And I don't know about y'all, but I've seen lots of opinions being flown around by civilians and people who've been in the comedy game, be it a week, 10 years. People got something to say. Everybody got a fucking opinion. So do any one of y'all have a fully formed, strong opinion about this? Because quite frankly,
well, since you asked, my opinion on it is this. Monique needs to go ahead and write her complaints on a cardboard sign and stand on the corner and get her money that way. Because that's the only way it's happening.
Oh.
It's...
yikes.
It's not that Monique does have a point in that we gave it to her. But the point is Black folks get paid less. Fact. To the white dude, to the white man. Black women get paid a fuck ton less. When you compare it to the white man's dollar. So yeah, that is fucked up. 500,000. But here's the thing. One, everyone needs to remember, Dave Chappelle, they gave him however much money they gave him for his special. That's not how much money they gave to him. One, it's a production deal, right? It's like a record deal. Your record, you get a $50 million record deal. They don't give you $50 million. They are investing $50 million in you and you get what's left. So that's what's going on. But for Monique to say she deserves more, you do. You do deserve a little bit more, but you don't deserve Dave Chappelle money. You haven't had a relevant special. And when I say relevant, I use that term extremely loosely. You haven't had a relevant comedy special since 2007. It's 2018.
Yeah.
You haven't had a hit show since the Parkers went off.
Parkers?
You cussed out Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and Oprah. What the fuck is wrong with you? You have burnt all your bridges and you don't shave your legs, baby. I don't know what you thought was gonna happen.
Betty.
But what she's doing is she's not paying attention because she came out here and she said, Netflix won't give me this, so we should boycott them. Monique, if you are as relevant as you say, then it shouldn't matter that Netflix isn't giving it to you because you should have multiple people offering you. But what that tells me is Netflix was the only damn person in your inbox that month, and those are the only people that answered. You are begging us to bitch for you when that's your job as an entertainer. I'm sorry, boo. If you felt like you need more, you need to learn how to negotiate because you're not a diva, you're not Oprah, you sure as fuck ain't Tyler Perry or Lee Daniels, and that's not much of a step up either. So she can't. Does
anybody have edges left? Anybody?
She can't even sell out the Verizon Center. She couldn't sell out Lakeview Centennial High School. What is she doing?
Yeah.
You can't sell out the 2,000 seat venues that you have. No.
I didn't go to. Did y'all go? Any of y'all go to the Arlington Improv to see her?
No, not this time. I've gone before, but it wasn't packed out.
Okay.
That's the thing. She's demanding all this stuff, and you ain't nothing wrong with working a circuit. But if you can't have a 300 person club, how you expect you finna get more than $500,000, ma'am?
Right. So
they can't get their money back off of you. That's what there's you just not worth it.
I think Monique is really funny. Like I've always liked her as a kid. I was telling y'all the other day. Like when I was younger, people asked me who I want to spend the day with. I was like Monique. I could tell she's hilarious. Or like the old her, she looks a little bitter now. But when I was in high school and stuff, I was like, oh, she would be hilarious to hang out with. But like I said, I feel like what her problem is that like you cannot like it's like okay, you're not in your prime. That's like Michael Jordan talking about he wants to get signed to a team and now Michael Jordan. Nigga, you old as fuck. You're prime. You're done. And I'm over exaggerating because I feel like someone would probably still sign him or something because he's Michael Jordan. He a legend like that. But at the same time, like he can't expect to get what LeBron's getting right now. Like nigga, exactly. Eat your food. Like it's not even a joke. Like it's not even comparison. Right now, LeBron right now, it's not even. It's like. You know what I mean? So it's like Monique, if this was your prime when you got your Oscar, you had
2007.
Okay, so the Parkers was popping. Remember she had her late night talk show on BET? I used to watch that shit. That was popping. Like she was out there when she freaking hosted the BET Award. She did the fucking Beyonce dance as a big girl and shit. Like
yes.
Get that? Like she was popping. If it was that time, then and she got $500,000, I'd be like, bitch, now you're fucking being racist, Netflix, because she is all over killing the fucking game. Everyone fucking likes her, and you're not gonna give this bitch money. But now it's like Monique. Oh shoot, yeah, I remember. But ask someone who's born in the 90s if they know who the fuck Monique is. Ask a young kid. You know what I mean? We all 30-something years old. We remember Monique. But them 15, 20-year-olds, they probably don't even really know who Monique is. So they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like you need to capitalize when you're on top. Because when you're not on top no more, you can't really demand them things.
Exactly.
Just to add to that, even though she's past her prime, I mean, because you got D.L. Hughley still working, Earthquake still working. You know what I'm saying? Although she's past her prime and she's not as visible, she could still have a major following and have some people that support her if she was still giving the original fans what they wanted. You don't have to be over the top Kevin Hart type shit. You can get your little, I know she got a podcast. You could be in radio. D.L. Hughley's in radio. He still worked the circuit. He's still getting money.
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, Ricky Smiley from his syndicated radio show. But then Monique, you want to sit in the background and hold on to the title of winning an Oscar. No.
One thing to add to that though, but look at who's her core fan base. Remember, she was a big girl. She lost weight. Now she ain't got no jokes about being big.
She got no material.
So
she got no material. She lost all of her material.
I'm just saying.
Look.
So this is the part. Go back to your own fan base.
Shit.
This is the part where I disagree with all of you.
Okay, go ahead.
So Monique was offered $500,000. Wanda Sykes said she was offered less than $250,000. Now Wanda Sykes is still working. Mm-hmm. Wanda Sykes is still getting out that stuff. Now whoever wrote that last special that she did is garbage, and they should be set on fire. They should be burned alive at the stake. For whoever wrote that shit for Wanda Sykes, because that couldn't have been Wanda, and whoever helped her write it failed her. But Wanda Sykes is still my main bitch.
Me too.
And they offered her $250,000. Monique, while I disagree with her methods, calling for a boycott, she was definitely well within her rights to call Netflix out on it, because that is a far cry from even the $13 million that Amy Schumer got. That is direct relation to what Netflix is saying her value is as an entertainer. And when it comes to pay inequality, when it comes to income disparity between the genders and the races, I feel like there is no clearer depiction of that disparity and the way that human beings are valued other than the entertainment industry, because to me, that's apples to apples. I can say that I get paid because a lot of income equality, it has more to do with the opportunities that women get versus men. and that black men get versus white men and vice versa. It's not necessarily what we get paid for the same jobs, but the opportunities that are actually available to us for our earning power. So in entertainment, stand up is stand up. A movie is a movie. You can see that with, what's her name? Michelle? What's her name, Michelle?
Michelle. Who?
Michelle
Pfeiffer?
Ooh.
What movie?
Williams?
No, she got paid
Williams?
like
Michelle Williams? The white one, not the black one?
Yeah,
The
because
one Michelle.
poor Michelle, no one knows her.
Very
I'll put
clear.
the other one.
It's so clear for that reason.
The actress Michelle Williams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams.
So you have these clear,
Wait.
wide gaps. She was given a per diem of $80 a day for the reshoot of a movie that they had to recast because of Kevin Spacey, and her male co-star, who I think isn't even in as big as a role as her in the movie, got
He's in like the last 10 minutes or something like that, from what I understand.
He got
1.5 million. 10 times.
Wait, I can't hear you. You cut out.
Your mic is being weird.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Okay. I hate
All right, you back.
No, I'll tell you, Charmaine. So Michelle Williams ultimately got paid for the reshoot. She got paid $1,800 for the duration of the reshoots. Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, he got paid like
1.5 million.
1.5 million. Yeah.
What? That's fucked up.
So the point is,
yeah,
Monique, the fact that she's saying something is a good thing. The fact that she put them on blast for it, I think, is a good thing. But to call for niggas to boycott Netflix,
anybody
you're asking a lot. Grace and Frankie just dropped. Like, what do you want from me?
Half of y'all ain't paying for your own Netflix account anyway. So
That's
how
what
the fuck
I'm saying.
you gonna ask somebody to boycott that?
I'm
No.
supporting the whole family on my Netflix account. I can't let my mama down like that. I can't drop my sister.
Me too, man.
This is a family thing, Monique.
I do wonder though, because Wanda Sykes said they offered her 250, right? 250K. Now Wanda Sykes is Wanda Sykes, and Monique is famous to people who go to Essence Festival. Everybody knows who Wanda Sykes is. And I would like to be clear, even if Monique was at Essence Festival, she's not going to be on the main stage. They're going to put her in one of them super lounges in the back behind the.
You're not going to put her in a super lounge. Don't give her a super lounge.
They're going to put her in a super lounge.
Hey, don't do her like that. She ain't that bad, Rachel.
Super lounge. Ain't nobody gonna come.
With a 500. Yeah.
Right. But it makes me wonder though, with Monique, I mean, Monique doesn't have the most truthful personality. She seems dramatic.
But
If Wanda Sykes was offered consistently messy, if Wanda Sykes got offered 250, did Monique really get offered 500, or did she say she got offered 500 because 150 sounded worse?
But why would she lie about that? I feel like she would have been honest. I'm just more surprised about Wanda Sykes like getting that little bit. I'm like,
right. Yeah.
They really came for Wanda. But see what Wanda did though, instead of putting people on blast, which maybe she should have, she went on it, got to deal with another, outlet. She did the Epics thing. So,
which is why I believe that the only reason why Monique decided to do this messy ass outlet that everyone has now backlashed on her for is because that was the only person offering her anything. If you had more deals, why would you decide to just burn a bridge that you never had in the first place?
Right. And then it's
why would you do that?
Why would you burn the bridge? Instead of like it's okay to say, hey, Netflix offered me such and such. Okay, but you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, what's plan B? Plan A was just to air out.
She didn't have one.
Right.
And that's my thing, like just straight calling for people to boycott just off the bat. In which
we ain't seen you since 2007. Now all of a sudden you want to pop up and say boycott Netflix? Bitch, no.
That's what I'm saying. If it was Tiffany Haddish and they offered Tiffany Haddish $500,000, I'd be like, man, Netflix, you gonna have to.
Right, because she's in her prime right now. You feel like you see what I'm saying?
Relevant. She's popping.
They wouldn't offer her $500,000 anyway.
They wouldn't. They know if Tiffany Haddish, she would be in the millions right now for sure.
But I mean, ultimately, yeah, the whole gender and race pay equality is totally real. Prime example: Todd Glass came out with a comedy special today. He opens up by saying, "It's crazy that they gave me this much money because I don't have an hour's worth of material."
Todd Glass, how much did he get?
Some millions.
And Todd Glass, like people barely know Todd Glass. Like
I only know him because I used to watch Last Comic Standing, and I have not heard him since Last Comic Standing. Like I literally today, the first time I heard his name since Last Comic Standing. I was in high school when that shit came out.
Girl, I saw his name a couple days ago only because I was listening to the Foxhole on XM Radio, and I was like, Todd Glass, okay, who the fuck is that?
I don't remember.
The only reason why I knew about him is because he came out as gay.
He's gay?
Yeah.
You see, because I remember him from he's like the first season of Last Comic Standing. I know that because I remember that. That's only
the only reason why I know who Todd Glass is because at the Improv he's in that stupid fucking shut the fuck up video that they play at the beginning. I've never seen his stand up, but I've always been disturbed by his face.
He does have a strong face. He does have a strong face.
Looks like an older version of Phil Dunphy on the.
And Phil Dunphy looks old, like Phil Dunphy.
You know who Todd Glass looks like? Let's play a game called "What Does Todd Glass Look Like?"
Okay, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Todd Glass looks like he used to weigh 350 pounds, but when he lost all the weight, all the saggy skin only remained on his face.
Todd Glass looks like a totem pole, like with the carvings in his face.
Todd Glass looked like a villain off of Dick Tracy.
Todd Glass looks like Mel Gibson right before suicide. That's what.
Todd Glass. All right, Todd Glass. Excuse me. Todd Glass looks like the vice principal at your middle school that always had to break up fights but got hit every single time.
Todd Glass looks like a very handsome man that got in a bad car accident and the car got set on fire and glass shot all through his face.
I gotta find another picture. Wait, let me look.
We should show his picture right now for the people that don't know. But like,
Todd Glass looks like his own Madame Tussauds wax figure at 105 degree heat.
Todd Glass looked like on Twilight Zone when they put on the mask and when they took off the mask, their faces were stuck like that. That's what.
Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Todd Glass looks like the candle from
Lumiere.
Not Lumiere. Not Lumiere.
Which one? From Beauty and the
Beast.
Not Lumiere.
Wait. Oh god.
Todd Glass looks like a political cartoon of Todd Glass. That's what he is.
Todd Glass.
Am I not right, y'all?
Oh
my God. Good game, you guys. Good game.
High fives all around.
That was so fun.
Good job, Comedy Broads.
Oh shit.
And that concludes our new segment called "What Does Todd Glass Look Like?"
Right?
Oh man.
Oh god. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Where do we go from here?
What's next? What was next?
Girl, I'm over here. Well, we have supposed to be having a special guest, and I'm trying to get her logged into this bitch.
Michelle Obama.
Okay. Please.
Malia Obama.
Girl, I don't want Malia or I don't have any black friends looking ass hell.
Ooh. Ooh. And now for our new segment, what does Malia Obama look like?
Please don't make me do my sis like that. Don't make me do my sis like that.
I'm not. I'm just playing. That game's only reserved for white male comedians.
But the bitch got a long ass face. I'll say that. She got a long.
She looks like her daddy.
Her goddamn self.
Yeah,
She got a long ass face. Oh, baby.
You your daddy's daughter.
Which is weird because the white man that she's dating, he has a very short face. It's like,
so
you know
maybe
how white people have, you know how white people have like real weak jaws? They got a lot of regular head, they got a weak ass jaw. They make their head look small.
Wait, let's rewind it back. I guess I haven't been paying attention. Who got a white man?
Malia
Obama.
Girl,
She dating some white boy from England at Harvard.
Oh my. Ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess.
So why the fuck? Okay, so for whatever reason, the person that I've invited.
Damn it. Where can I plug up my computer?
Probably a plug.
Hey, easy.
Yeah, that makes sense. A socket? Yeah.
Side of the room.
I'm trying to work magic.
Oh,
if you tell her you're about to join, please wait. But anyway, while she's doing that, oh, there she is. Geneva.
Hey, how are you?
Where are you? We can't see. Hey.
I tried to put
Neva the Diva.
skin. Can you see me?
Yes. Hey, sis.
Hi.
How are you doing, everyone? This is Geneva Joy. She is a comic out here in my hometown of New Orleans by way of Philly. Girl, you got a ghost in there?
Look in my room.
Say hello to everyone, Geneva.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
What's up, Geneva?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the fellowship.
Hey, Geneva. I think I've seen you before, like on Black Girls Giggle or something. Like you were on some kind of like the news or something like that, right? Okay, I see you was viral on Facebook or whatever.
Me.
He was a fucking fool, bro.
We get our name out there. I ain't mad at you, girl. And we expect all y'all to be in New Orleans July 5th through the 8th for our festival. Each and every one.
Amen. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll come. I'm always on there. July 5th to the 8th, you said? You sipping already? Yes, July 5th through the 8th. All right. Comedy Festival. Same time as Essence. So
that's Essence.
I'll definitely be there because that's what I'm trying to do this year.
Girl, I'm going to see Janet. I will be seeing Janet Jackson, bitch.
I don't know who's performing at Essence. Is Monique in a super lounge or they got her on the street outside?
Well, hey, have y'all started talking about this yet? Yeah.
No. We had a brief departure, but we're back. You just missed a polite little roast session. That's all. Back at it. So what do you think about it? What is your strong opinion on the Monique thing, Miss Neva?
Okay. Ooh, it's gonna be deep. It's twofold. At first I watched it and I was like, that's a little bit much. But then I read about it. I paid attention to how much various people were offered. It does seem like a lowball offer. And apparently other people have been lowballed and they just kind of accepted it and kept walking or said no and kept walking. Monique is loud. Monique's not going to let you bulldoze her. So, although her response might be a little bit too much for most people, it fits in line to who she is. But the bottom line is that they did lowball her. They did lowball Wanda Sykes.
I don't think they should be talking about 15, 10 million, but to offer these two women who are like comic legends at 500,000 and 2,500, 250,000, and then give D-Ray like how much, like it doesn't add up. And I had to even look at Netflix again, and I'm like, you know what? You don't see us on Netflix like this. You know what I mean? We have a movie that's a drama. Yeah, it might get some Netflix play, but you're not really seeing the Black women comic voice on Netflix. And you have to start adding that up. They don't value us. We're valuable. Like, we're not sitting at home watching it. And then my other problem with the whole, like, everybody coming at Monique, and funny, I'm all for it. But people are acting because he's not on the top of it right now. Is everybody good? Oh. People are acting like just because she's not on the top right now, that she's not viable. Like, I got Netflix. If a Monique special was on, I'm gonna watch it. I might not make sure I'm home the first day it premieres, but one day when I'm sitting here doing my comb out and twist out, I'm gonna put it on. Like, people act like, I don't think she's funny. She's not big anymore. Everybody was gonna watch it. You gonna watch it? You gonna watch it when you was done? You was going to watch it. Like she don't deserve to get pennies offer her. I don't know. Like, if you watch it, the Black Girl Giggle Festival. Like, again, no, not at all. But who am I to say? They've been throwing millions at everybody.
I do think Monique shot herself in the foot for her future career specials, because if say she was trying to plan some sort of big comeback from the Verizon Center, say she was coming back from the Super Lounge, okay, you decided to be petty and jump on camera and say everybody should boycott Netflix because I am a legend. No, you're not. And to say she's the most decorated comic, bitch, have you ever met Whoopi Goldberg? She's an EGOT. There's only 4 of them.
Girl, that's a bold face lie, her being a decorated comic.
Well, I mean, she provided the receipts with the noms and the awards. She provided receipts.
She's not the most decorated comic. When she also wins an Emmy, a Golden Globe, and a Tony, then she can open her mouth. But until then, she's not.
And then on top of that, even if that's separate. Acting and being a comedian, that's 2 different things.
Thank you.
That's true. But I do think she shot herself in the foot ultimately, because for her to get up there and say, I'm a legend, I should be getting paid the same amount as Dave Chappelle. So what if somebody else did want to hire you, but they really can't afford to give you $20 million? So now whatever they thought they could work out with you, they gonna back off because they gonna be like, oh, Monique only worked for $20 million. So you know what? I'm not even gonna play that game.
Or my thing is, whatever her next special comes out, it better be fucking fire, okay? That's what I know. Because if
she has no choice.
About I'm the most decorated comedian and I'm worth this, and then your special flops. Like, don't do like Kevin Hart's last special was garbage. What now? Nigga, not that shit. What now? Not that shit. You know what I mean? Nah. So don't come here with your next special and not make it fire, is what I'm trying to say. Fire.
I'm saying, like, everybody says it has to be so fire. She's not worth as much as they were. I love Dave Chappelle. The first of the specials was crap. Be honest. Chris Rock special was crap. We still got that money. We got that offer. All of a sudden, the bitch go up. She got to change the world. Let her get what she deserves. If you want to give it to her, she'll give somebody else, or she won't give it at all. But, like, who's everybody to be like, you need to sit down? Like, no, she definitely is worth more than what they offered her. And don't
you know whose special was Boo Boo?
Which one?
Cat Williams.
Oh, let's not talk about Cat. Let's not even talk about Cat Williams. And we don't even know how much he got paid. But yes, it was garbage, as was Chris Tucker's. There's a lot of garbage specials. That's gonna happen. That's going to happen. But give Monique a fair shot, goddamn me. Give her.
But you also got to keep in mind, a lot of those people, they're not getting, Netflix isn't necessarily approaching all those comics. A lot of people pay for their own special and they produce it and they pay for it, whoever themselves, and then they go and sell it to these streaming networks.
That's true.
Isn't that what Chappelle did with those two specials he had from years ago? The one he did in Austin and the other one?
Because it was whatever it was, he already had two of them already taped, so he just put those out. But these new ones look like they came out after just because of the topics, you know, like the time. So
yeah.
It can be argued that wasn't worth $15 million that they gave him, like the one.
But he did not receive $15 million. The specials and the productions of them received $15 million. He gets what's left.
At a little bar. 2 cameras at a bar. That's not $1 million special. The third one, when he started talking about Iceberg Slim, that's literally him at a bar. Black Girl Giggles.
But that's because he produced. That's because he paid for the shooting. If you are smart, why if someone's giving you $15 million to make a special, why the fuck would you go to the arena and do it there? I'd do it at a club too. It's a smaller amount of cost, which means more money for me.
Worth and a special, then that we need to argue that too. That was a $500,000 special. Maybe. Like, I'm just saying, the sister thinks she deserves more. I don't see how everybody gets to kind of put their 2 cents in, and I think it adds some validity to her argument that she's being downplayed because she's a Black woman. And I don't want to set the precedent of that because I'm hoping we all blow up and we all get the fat checks. And I'm gonna be dead honest, like, I am nowhere near a Monique or Dave Chappelle or anybody. Netflix does not know who I am. But I've worked at IKEA and Fredericks of Hollywood and found out that them white bitches was getting paid more than me. And I shut up about it, and I hate myself for it. I'm damn sure not shutting up about it when millions are at stake. Like, you think she was loud? I didn't go to Wendy's for 6 months because they forgot my bacon on my burger. I'm off the talking about millions. Okay, she's not worth 15 million. You say she's not even worth Amy Schumer's 11 million. But to say 500,000 when they could go,
it is low.
My sellout number is 5 million right now. You give me 5 million, I don't care who they say go punch in the face and kick their grandmama. Y'all all falling down because that's 5 million.
I would sell out for $500,000 right now because I'm a broke bitch. You know.
Yeah, you can clock me at 150. So
no, I did the math. 5 million means 500. I don't got to work another day in my life.
Like 2,000 right now. Like, I'd be like, all right, cool. I'm about to blow up.
Right?
I would have taken 500.
Well, because no one knows us though. That's you know what I mean. That would be ridiculous. It's like, if I went on Netflix like, yo, I got $500,000. They're like, bitch, who are you? Like, I'd be like, yeah, they took a chance on me though.
Bitch, I'm $500,000. That's who the fuck I am, bitch.
Okay, so I have so do you think it was just was it a racist move or was it just a business move?
Both.
I think undervaluing her as a comic. That's all.
And then the reason why, amen, that she has been undervalued is because she is a Black woman. And she is a Black woman of a certain age. She's not a hot young thing anymore. So yeah, she is undervalued. Just like Netflix just threw out all these 15-minute joints. I see a lot of Black women on them 15-minute joints that have been really good at comedy for a long time, like Janelle James, Michelle Buteau. I ain't seen them throw down for a fucking whole special for Michelle Buteau. A Marina Franklin, them bitches deserve it. But they got them on these little 15-minute jams, though. They got them all up and through that.
Medium the white bitch full special. Like, what we supposed to do about it? And then, like earlier, we were talking about production value. So they giving her 500,000. That means she not getting 500,000. That money's getting split up in other places. So when you boil it down, what's she getting? Nah, I'm sorry. She deserves more than what they offer her.
Yeah, she does.
Shut up about it. Ask about it. That's personal taste. You know,
I'm gonna make a meme of Monique standing on a street corner with a sign that says, "We'll do comedy if Netflix pays me $20 million."
But she's not asking straight up for $20 million. She's just saying,
but she is asking for $20 million. She is asking for $20 million because at no point did she ever just say, I deserve. She always had to bring up somebody else's check and say, I'm just as legendary as them. I deserve that amount. She is asking for $20 million, and bitch, you not getting it.
Way more than 500,000. I don't know how much she expecting, but when you name
$20 million
there and do all that kind of stuff, you're comparing your salary to the next person. You're not saying, oh, I feel like I do this because what she mentioned her resume. Didn't they say they don't go off resume or something like that?
Yeah.
Amy Schumer's resume to back up why they gave Amy Schumer the money. So if you use the resumes or not, like
I understand. I understand.
Amy's in her prime. I'm telling you, they're not saying it, but they're saying it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's because Amy's in her prime. The movie just came out last year when she offered her. So it's like,
but Chappelle not in his fucking prime. Chappelle's a grown old ass man.
But also also you gotta keep in mind, this is television, right? This is television. Jerry Seinfeld, he may not have done. He did that comedy special, I think, at sometime in 2016. He hadn't done one in years, right? It has nothing to do. He got paid a lot, not only just because he's Jerry Seinfeld, but you gotta keep in mind, Seinfeld is still fucking relevant. They still show it on TV. Chappelle show, fucking, even though Comedy Central fucked his ass over, they still running it. These people, where? BT Centric?
TV One?
Centric?
Wait. What's on Centric or BT? Like, we know
no one watches those. No, not BT, but Centric is one of them channels that not everybody gets. That's what I'm saying. Chappelle's show is still within view of just people who have regular ass cable. Seinfeld is still in view of people who just have regular ass cable.
Okay, so we look at the Parkers as a show for like black women on like WB or whatever station it was. But to be honest, white people have been watching this right along with it the whole time. I honestly believe that more people would have watched her special than what you think. My mama's not going to sit down and watch Dave Chappelle's special. My mama's not going to sit down and watch D-Ray or Chris Tucker. She will sit there and watch Monique. I'll sit there and watch Monique.
Listen,
I remember the Parkers. They're going to watch Monique.
I've never met a white person who's ever known who the Parkers are.
It might not have been automatic when that first dropped, but people would have watched it. It would have been background, and it got the eyes on the screen. She deserved more money.
Okay.
She does deserve more money. She does not deserve the A, call herself a legend, and B, to say because she is asking for $20 million. That's exactly what she's doing. She does not deserve $20 million.
She never said a number. She said the $20 million because it's such a wide gap. Like from
that's exactly how much Chappelle got paid.
That's it's just because it's such a wide chasm. That's all it's about. She's just comparing.
Chappelle, though. She said she's not Chappelle.
Special might have got paid. Like, she getting paid like a worker when they getting paid like celebrities. It's not fair.
Right. Then why bring up how much they got paid? I feel like if you were going to be messy, you should have said, you lowballed me. I deserve more money. Other people are getting paid tens of millions of dollars. You specifically called out that number. You are asking for that number.
Listen.
She deserves more, but she does not deserve Chappelle money.
But here's the thing, like when you got a job offer, right? You're not supposed. That's why they always say you're not supposed to discuss salary at work, right? So if they ask you, are you willing to do this? You as a person, you're supposed to negotiate, right? And then you finally come to something, and you're like, okay, good. Yo, they said $18 an hour. I'm making $20 an hour. All in. Then you find out that your male counterpart was offered 20 from cut, and then he got to negotiate up, and you're like, we're like the same thing.
That's different.
How is it different?
It's not
because if you didn't know what other people made, you might settle for your thing and be okay with it.
But it's different because she did know how much they made. She went in knowing how much they made.
Right. So yeah, exactly. That's why she won't settle. But had she let's say she didn't know, maybe she would still you know what I mean? I still think she wouldn't take $500,000. So she would have wanted more.
No, I don't think she would have more.
But that's even more insulting. Because if you didn't know, you could be ignorance is bliss. But now you know, nigga, like you know what I mean? Like, no.
I'll stand by what I'm saying. I don't think she deserves that much money ever in a million years. Did she deserve more than what she got asked for or offered? Yeah.
Yeah.
So she did. I don't care for her as a comedian at all, and she did. So did Wanda Sykes, and so did whoever else. She does deserve more than that. She was messy as fuck for what she did. She burnt like too many bridges in Hollywood. And for her to sit up, and she has not been in the public eye since this video. So 2007, from this video, Monique has been dead. She has been struggling for ratings on the internet. That's what she has been doing. She can't sell. She is Apollo famous. Little
She can make a super come back, but she can't.
Monique has so much work to do. She has so much work to do to rebuild bridges that she's fucked over. And she fucked up the main ones.
The only bridge, or are you talking about Lee Daniels? You talking about Lee Daniels and mentioning all those other people?
Yeah,
Lee, Tyler, and Oprah, because that's who's hiring her. So you fucked up your movie deals. So, but you just don't deserve $20 million. I'm sorry, you don't. You just don't. You don't.
$20 million.
Okay, you're on that number.
No, she pulled the same thing when she said Hollywood blackballed her. Why? I don't understand how it's everybody else. I don't know the fucking details. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I do. But anytime you hear about Monique, it's always somebody did her wrong.
She's a permanent victim.
It's been the same story. It's not a whole bunch of stories. It's been the same story.
She's been consistent. She just consistently tells the same story. And that's how I feel. I believe Monique in what she says. And I think that the shit that happened between her and Lionsgate and Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, I believe it went exactly how she said it did. And I believe that people find her to be indignant and arrogant because she refused to do something for free. And white folks and white Hollywood felt like it should have been an honor to her. How dare you turn your nose up at us, you fat Baltimore black bitch. Hey.
Yeah. You know what happened? You know what you think about Monique? She's like a martyr. I know it sounds fucked up to say, but because of her, we're gonna be better in the future because the whistleblower always gets the most heat. You know what I mean? She's putting a light on something that we never talk about. And you know, I've been the whistleblower.
We talked about it.
Right. Well, you know what I mean. Like,
talk about it. I mean, I know I'm tired of getting paid in drink tickets, bitch.
Right,
okay, but no, all right. So look,
platform, right? So when you're the whistleblower, you also get the most heat. But when the next person comes out, they're gonna be able to benefit from it because now it's getting exposed. So I feel like low key, I'm like, thank you, Monique, because when I make it there, it's gonna be a little bit easier for me. But it's gonna be fucked up that you have to take the heat now.
Now I want to take that though. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. Take that and bring it to the next thing, which is a good jumping off point, Charmaine. So. Us as, Black comedy broads, she did kind of do us a strong, I think, by saying something because people don't really talk about how much female comics are getting paid. Like we haven't been a part of that conversation yet as far as stand-up. People are talking about actresses and stuff. People are talking about women in the public sector, private sector, what they get paid compared to men. But nobody's really talking about stand-up. Right. So, like I said earlier, with pay inequality, it has less to do with how much we make for doing the same jobs than men than it has to do with inequality and the kinds of opportunities that we actually get compared to men. So, and in comedy and stand-up, I feel like both of those things have been true for me. Not only do I get paid less for the same thing, but the opportunities I get aren't as good because I'm not a man. And I wouldn't be able to say that if I wasn't as fucking funny as I am. If I wasn't so good at this shit, I might think that I don't deserve better opportunities, but I do. So in y'all experiences, how have you experienced pay inequality and opportunity inequality, and how have you dealt with it? So I'm going to start with our guest, Geneva.
As far as being a comic, I've been really blessed to not deal with it. When I hit the scene in New Orleans, I was really well received, and I had some people rooting for me that got me what I deserved. And I'm a little bit bigger than people here, like physically. So I think like nobody's gonna lowball me here because they think I got these hands. But like, yeah, I know like that's what Black Girl Giggles is about. Like people weren't getting exposure. They weren't putting people on the show. And we're using all types of things to justify it. Now we're this growing clique. So now they feel like they have to make sure they include us in things. So The money thing, I've been lucky about as far as comedy is concerned. I have had it happen in my other careers, in my other future. You find out that this white woman is making way more money than you. The white guy, like he get the corporate car and boat. And you're like, wait a minute, I do the same job he does. So it's very familiar, but I've been very lucky as far as comedy in New Orleans to not have that happen to me yet. But you're right, it's out there and it's real. And then it's the clapback we get when you ask for more. People say, well, how dare you? It's not my fault you don't honor your value, but like, fight for it hard. And you're gonna piss some people off. And they're gonna say you difficult. They're gonna say all this stuff about you. All I want to say is I'm going to pay with this money.
Right. Kelanna, what about you, love?
I'm like Geneva. I mean, I don't even ask what somebody else is getting. I wouldn't know if I was lowballed or not because I don't ask. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't feel like I deserve more. I feel like I deserve, what's owed to me, I guess. But I feel like in time I will get to a point where a motherfucker gonna offer me a motherfucker gonna give me what I deserve, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But as far as local, I don't really know. I get paid. It might not be that much. Hell, 15 minutes, $50, but I still get paid.
Charmin.
Charmin. Okay. So I guess for me, what I just feel like I don't get the opportunity. And I know that I'm a newer comic. I've only been doing comedy for like 2 years and some change. However, not to be cocky, I know I've seen people who've been doing it longer than me, and I feel like I'm at their level at least. Let's put it that way. I'm like, how long you been? Because people, when I tell people how long I've been doing comedy, they're like, what? I thought you were doing it longer. And this is from people. I'm not trying to boast, or this is what people have told me. So I feel like because I'm new, I don't know how. I've been trying to figure out how to break through, how to get there. So I'm that person that I would do any show. I'm doing a couple shows coming up because I want to do different things, trying to reach out and make my own audience. Social media is going to be a platform. I feel like there's certain people that are not that funny, but they have a following, so then that helps them. So I'm trying to like maybe get some more followers, whatever the case might be, because I need to create my own opportunity because opportunity is not coming at my door. So for me, I feel like I do see that sometimes. And when I go, I travel a lot for work, right? So when I go out of town and I go to open mics at like the big comedy clubs and I go to small rooms too, the other comics are like, oh my God, if you were here, you would get work. We would put you on. But here in Dallas, for some reason, like I don't know how to get on.
Because Dallas.
Exactly.
Because I promise you, I've been to Kansas City, I've been to St. Louis, I've been to Fort Lauderdale, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to New York, I've been to LA, and everyone's just like, what? They don't put you on? I'm like, no. And they're just like, I don't understand why. And I'm like, I don't get it too. Maybe it's like a cool clique and I'm not a part of it, but I want to be a part of it. Let me in, bitch.
No, you don't.
I can honestly say that from my experience with doing comedy, it's been 4 years in December. This past December. I noticed I get in the beginning when I was getting a lot of calls, it's because I was more visible. When I stopped doing this, I would be at an open mic probably Monday through Friday when I first started, the first 2.5 years. But then as life started happening and I had to adjust my schedule, I haven't been going to that many open mics. And I noticed that's when I don't get that many opportunities. So I feel like if you're not out there, if they don't see you, if you're not doing, you know what I'm saying, if you're not staying in rotation, working on your craft and shit like that, I feel like you kind of get forgotten. And it's not your, well, it's kind of your fault because you're not visible. But like I said, life fucking happens.
Right. But like I travel a lot for work. Like I would like to, but it's like, oh, I can't. I'm not here.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
But Rachel, like, how do you feel about it?
So I think one, that my phone's about to die. RuPaul's Drag Race comes on at 7. But I also think that in terms of until it matters, I don't think it matters. I'm like, Kelanna, I really don't pay attention to how much you're gonna pay me. Half the time I don't remember that you said you was gonna pay me in the first fucking place. Because this isn't Cap City. This isn't the Improv. It's not at a part that matters. Most shows that we do, even though they might be at the Improv, we might get an Improv or we might get a Down here we have Cap City, you know, every once in a while. The majority of it is going to be local bar type shows, right? Mm-hmm. And you can have a lot of people, you can not have a lot of people. When it comes to those shows, if I'm traveling to get there, bitch, you are at least paying me money for gas. Other than that, it's kind of like whatever.
Kind of like we're down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just happy to be here. You know, I'm all here telling jokes. It's whatever. I think once it gets to a certain level, then yeah, you need to start paying attention. Once you do get to the clubs circuit or something, or clubs and colleges, then yeah, pay a little bit more attention to what's going on. Once you start getting in the thousands, you need to have somebody also with you to figure out what's going on. So for now, I don't care. If someone was like, so-and-so got paid $20 and you got 2 drink tickets, I really don't give a fuck. Those drinks were good and you can do whatever you want. I don't care. But for me, I'm also like Geneva. I'm not small. All right.
I'm small, you guys.
I'm tall as hell and I'm wide as fuck. I just learned today that Layla Ali is 200 pounds. Damn. All right. She's solid.
A big gal. She's a big old gal.
She's solid. She not, roly-poly. Right now, I'm roly-poly. I'm trying to get like her. So then people will really be scared as fuck of me. And they really won't try it. Right now, they kind of try it because I got a stomach. But if I didn't have one, they sure as fuck wouldn't try it. So I'm not right at this moment in time, in this juncture in life, I think until it matters, it doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, look, I understand, you know, what you're saying about until it's matter, it don't matter, but bitch, everything matters to me because this is my life. Right. And I don't be in nobody's pocket neither. I don't ask nobody what you got paid for this and this and that. That's none of my goddamn business, I feel like. But my opportunities to actually get paid have been few and far between. And, you know, and I see Kelanna with the visibility thing, because I was like you too. I was Sunday to Thursday, I was at somebody open mic, and Friday and Saturday, I was at somebody showcase. Like, I was hitting this shit hard as all the fucks for a long time. And then about 3 years in, because I've been doing it, it'll be 5 years, like early March, like the first week of March, it'll be 5 years for me. And, you know, I did fall off for a little while. I got opportunities elsewhere, like in Denton. I get a lot of shit done, but they don't pay in Denton. And that's not because they're not paying me specifically. They really not paying nobody. That's just like there's not any capital to actually support comics. It's getting better, but at the time, it was nothing. So, and that's what I mean about the opportunities part, because there are clubs that I could have opened for, but they had all this bullshit to say to me about I need to tone this and this and that down, and I need to be different, and I need to shuck and jive and do whatever I need to do to get on. And bitch, I'm not doing it. And I guess that's how, I guess that's probably why I relate to Monique so much, because I know how it feels for people to look at you and be like, well, you're a problem because you're yourself. You are the problem. I mean, yeah, you're really funny, and I'm telling you, you're really funny, and we want you on the show, but you got to be different. So, and I see people getting these opportunities, and I'm not a why me type of person. I'm not like a why not me type of person, but at a certain point, I have to say, well, I don't understand. I don't quite understand. And like I said, if I sucked at comedy, I could tell.
But just to like add on to that, and then Charmaine as well. I truly believe this. It's great to be talented. I know. But it's great to be talented, but talent in this business does not matter.
No, it doesn't.
It's all about, it doesn't matter. We can all sit here and turn on Netflix and be like, why does Elijah Scherzinger have a fucking special? Hashtag why? Why does she have a special, right? It's nothing to do with funny. It's also, and those depending on your city that you live in. You're in Dallas, and it's Dallas. So you do kind of have to go to all the open mics because there's only one a day.
You're right.
Here, I honestly haven't been to an open mic that's not the one that I run in months, but I still have at least 3 to 4 shows. Yeah, at least 3 or 4 shows a week.
Wow.
So I do think it depends on where you are.
Mhm.
But it does depend on being a comic depends so much on being a good hang. Sometimes the headliner at the Addison Improv, they're totally happy that a local is doing something, they're opening for you. But if you're a shitty person to hang out with, they probably gonna be like, yo, don't bring them back. Because they gotta be with you for the next 4 hours.
Right.
A lot of it is just like, you cool, we get along, I have this space, do you want to come do it? That's why we see so many people that were like, this person's not funny. Have they told jokes in the past 15 minutes that they've been on the stage? I don't think so. Well, it's probably because they're really good friends with somebody.
But
a lot of it is the connection.
I mean, and I get good opportunities from connection. Like I've gotten, eventually, it got to a point where I started getting much better opportunities, but it was a long time coming. And I'm up here grinding hard. And it took a long time for me to get some shit that was worthwhile. You know, something with some serious visibility, something that seemed like I was moving in a positive direction. And it took a longer time to get there. And you know, again, I'm not in charge of what people deserve. I ain't counting nobody else's coins. Mm-hmm. But it just seemed to take a longer time to make any progress than a lot of other people. And I can't help but notice that. I can't help. And then when I'm hearing people tell me you need to tone it down, and I'm like, well, what is it?
Right.
Do you mean
your blackness, girl?
Like, what do you mean it? What is it?
Yeah.
So
I was like, who you know will get you a lot of places, but your talent is what will take you to your next level. Mm-hmm. So if you can combine being just a flat out cool person and also having some kind of talent, then you know that's going to equal Tiffany Haddish.
But Tiffany Haddish is amazing.
Talent. But listen, that's what I'm saying. If Tiffany Haddish was a bitch, she would not be Tiffany Haddish right now. Right. But Tiffany Haddish is a cool person. She's a good fucking hang. And she's a genuine person. And the fact that she also happens to have talent, oh my gosh, it worked. Now, don't get me wrong, there's also the secret talents of like actually grinding and doing stuff. So, I mean, we already got that part. So we just got to find the right puzzles. Like, we got to find the right pieces and we just don't know them. I guarantee you right now, but not in fucking Dallas.
I feel like for a black woman, it's more important that you be agreeable. It's less important because I see some white dudes who are assholes.
I disagree with that, but
a lot of shit. Black dudes, whatever. I see a lot of men who are straight assholes and they get the opportunities.
Because you gotta look at comedy.
Go ahead, Jit.
I'm sorry. You gotta look at comedy. So much power when you're on that stage with that mic in your hand. So much power to like blast the truth in a way that puts the audience on your side. You get these men up there, you get these white men up there. Like as a sister, you could bring that house down and then make the person whose show it is feel like an ass. Like you can do that. They want you to be agreeable. They want you to be impossible. They want you to get up there and start talking about inequality. Start talking about mediocre comics that run the scene. On the club. Like they don't want to too much. Say something about your baby daddy and get off stage. That's all they want you to do. And it's a power struggle. So start your own mics and get it popping.
This whole entertainment business, though, ultimately is a power struggle. That's all it is. It's a whole bunch of dudes that want everybody to know how big their dicks are, and it's a whole bunch of women just trying to sleep. Like, why are you tapping me on the shoulder with that? Get the fuck away. I'm just trying to do me, and you trying to bring a dick. And so that's this whole industry, entertainment in general, comedy, acting, singers. It's all one big giant power play. And everybody's trying to be on top. And that is like, no one wants to acknowledge the fact that there is room for everybody. There is enough fucking money to go around. There really is plenty enough money to go around. But everyone wants to be, you know, number one.
Right. And I agree. And that's another thing about comedy. Everybody's like in this dog eat dog crumb snatching type of mindset. But there's more than enough for everybody. There really is.
Have you ever been put on a show or not put on a show because you're funnier than like another person. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, sometimes there's a lot of politics, I feel like. And I'm like, I know I can't really get away from it, but sometimes I'm like, why isn't it? I wish it was just about talent. Like you guys said before, like talent's not the most important thing, but I feel like it should be. It shouldn't be anything else, but it's like, that's just
do you feel that anytime a club says they don't want a black woman on, it's because the headliner knows that chances are whatever black woman that they bring onto the club is going to be funnier or kill or do something get the audience to a point that they won't be able to achieve.
Well, hell yeah, because we gotta be good. We gotta be that good. We wouldn't have the opportunity if we wasn't that good.
I feel like that's the reason why clubs and headliners would be like, yeah, you can bring me whoever you want, but I just don't want a black woman. Because they know they're going down.
It's 2018. I mean, with all this technology that's offered to everybody, I mean, we have to come to a point where we just create our own shit. Right. I mean, I'm not in control of how much the club charge me, but I'm in control if I do a private birthday party, how much I'm gonna charge somebody. Mm-hmm. Like I might not be able to host an open mic. Well, not fuck an open mic, but host for the weekend for a headliner. But I can host my own weekly open mic. Mm-hmm. That'll give me all the time I need to sharpen my damn
steps. Baby steps.
Yeah, it's baby steps.
And I feel like, and that's my main problem with Monique and the way she went about shit is that Monique, you could have just did your own shit.
Right. You got money. It's not like you broke.
Right. You got the resources, ma. You could, instead of bitching at people to boycott Netflix, we know we got to do it ourselves.
That's what I didn't understand. That's why, you Monique, why are you griping about somebody not giving you something? As if you don't have your own name to stand on. Like you've been in the business for years. So what? They offered you $500,000. Yeah, they offered the men this. They offered Amy this. But you're fucking Monique. You got a small buzz.
I mean, it shouldn't be on her. It shouldn't be on her to like it shouldn't be on her to have to go outside of the existing structure necessarily to make her own money. I understand that the unfairness is the problem, but at the same time, Black women, we have been locked into this pattern. We got to show people better than we could tell them. We got to do it ourselves.
And see, the thing is, exactly. I think she missed the opportunity to show it. She missed the golden opportunity to show it. So what she decided to do was go on camera and say, hey, everybody not playing for Netflix. Stop not paying for Netflix and tell whoever's providing it to turn it off because I ain't get $20 million.
But I think she's saying we are valued. Like, sure, it was her at the moment, but she's trying to say that we as Black women comics are valued at Netflix. That's her
what she should have done.
But that's what I'm saying. This is always the argument when it comes to Black entertainers, white entertainers, men, women. Black women, we are always on the outside of the house looking in. Mm-hmm. Like it gotta come.
And Latinas.
Yeah, and Latinas. Like it has to come to a point where you can't keep waiting on these motherfuckers. Like I'm so sick of having this damn discussion. We talk about it every other month. Some Black woman is in an uproar because she didn't get what she deserved. Yeah, the industry should have offered it because that's the route that all entertainers take. But at the same time, it's in 2018. Have we ever been the motherfuckers they calling to be on the big screen?
But this is what she's saying. So why should we then support an organization who is not trying to be about what we about?
Okay, so what about this? So or Centric, what's it called? Is it called Centric anymore? I think they changed the name, no?
Yeah, Centric.
Okay, but that's supposed to be for Black women, but what are their ratings like? You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like if we don't support those things, like that could be our platform right there, right? That's made for Black women. I think TV One is also made for Black women too, right? Made for Black people too.
Come on, Monique, take your ass to TV One.
Right, but my thing about it is like those are the platforms for us, and I don't know how often we support them or how many. Like, what's our buying power or like our you know what I mean, resources? We need to support those things so those platforms can be larger, and then maybe others can leverage. So like Girls Trip, right now, Girls Trip, because of last year, everything, like how much money they made. Now they're probably gonna make some more black movies because not only black women supported them, other people did too. So now they see that the blueprint worked. Let's try to do it again. That's what they like to do.
Well, I will say this about Girls Trip. The only thing about Girls Trip that really made it work, besides Tiffany Haddish, because she was great. People sleep on Queen Latifah, but that bitch is a Hollywood gold mine. Every movie she does, even if they're not good, and I'm going all the way back to the holiday.
Bringing down the house.
Bullshit. Bringing down every movie that she does.
Down the house was good.
Every movie that she does, Queen Latifah is guaranteed box office gold. Even if Tiffany Haddish wasn't in that movie, that shit would have made all the pennies, because there's something about Queen Latifah that people are just like, Queen Latifah, I'm going to go see it. I don't even care what it's about.
Chicago, that's what the Queen Latifah. White folks saw Chicago and fell in love with her ass.
Man, white folks love living single. White folks love Queen Latifah.
Yeah,
They love her.
And offered as much as fucking Amy Schumer. So add that up.
I missed the question. What you say?
I said, you know, Queen Latifah's not getting as much as Amy Schumer would. You know that.
And that's true.
When do we?
I don't know. Well, hey, she's a rapper, she's a rapper. She's a comedian, so it's not the same.
Gold, so it don't even matter. Like, this is a black.
No, it's not the same because it is two different things. But I will say, I do think Queen Latifah would get Amy Schumer money. I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, not even Amy Schumer money on a special, like what Amy Schumer gets for these movies like Trainwreck and shit. I wonder if Queen Latifah got as much for Girls Trip.
Probably.
Amy Schumer was she became the first woman to crack the Forbes list in 2017.
Does she deserve that?
Like one of the highest paid.
Yeah, the highest paid woman in 2017. First female comic to break it though.
So,
I do feel like Amy Schumer looks like an upset Mrs. Potato Head. And I don't like it.
Why?
But anyway,
she do.
So, this has been engaging and stuff, but I just want to show this infographic just to kind of.
Ow! I just popped myself in the face with a rubber band.
Some shit.
Geneva, what that for?
So
about, and then she got popped in the face, and I just got confused.
Oh, okay.
I had a rubber band. I popped myself in the face by accident.
There's so much happening at once.
But I will say this, because I know we still going. This conversation has been great, but I do have to make a quick departure. I was not playing when I said RuPaul's Drag Race season 3 comes on at 7, and I will not be missing it. So I'm a bow out real quick, get my RuPaul on, and if y'all still on when I get off,
Angela, can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! She gonna come.
Okay.
Who is the 10th queen? Who is the 10th queen?
It don't even matter unless it's Tyra. It don't matter.
Tyra won. She won. She's not coming back. It's gonna have to be someone who didn't win. I think it's Nina Bonina Brown.
I don't care. Angela deserves this.
I think it's Nina Bonita Brown, Pork Chop, or what's her name? Jasmine Masters.
okay.
One of them.
Angela win.
No,
I mean, I do love Shangela. I do. I met Shangela. She is so sweet.
but I
love Shangela. She's the best. But anyway, so can y'all see the infographic?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, Asian women are winning. Asian people are winning.
But this is not this is like in general, right?
This is the infographic. This is from 2016 and 2015.
But it's not. This is not for the entertainment industry. This is just.
This is in general, earnings in general.
Okay. Good. Okay.
So here we have by racial, ethnic background, women and men. So where you see where Black women, where we land, percent earnings of male of the same group, we make 87.5% compared, 87.5 cents to a Black man's dollar and 62.5% to a white dude. And my Latina sisters, God bless them. Because 54.4% girl. But look at this. Asian women Asian women make more than white women. Asian women are making more than black men. Like Asian women are killing the game.
Is it because there's more of them? Because I guess it's percentage.
Yes, Asian men and Asian women make more than white people altogether. Like talking about men and women.
They all work for me.
Right. They engineers and shit.
Right, they are, exactly. They all engineers with me. That's why I see them. Hey.
They killing the game. But we see where we land at our 62.5 cents to white folks, to a white dude's dollar. And Latinos with 54.4%. And I know this is all across the board, but you know, it's not much different in the entertainment industry and the business that we in. It's not gonna be much different. As we saw with Michelle Williams making her pennies compared to Marky Mark. So it's a real thing. And I'm glad Monique at least said something. I don't think she went about it the right way. Mm-hmm. But at least the bitch said something. So last question I'm gonna ask y'all, just in comedy life, in comedy or in regular life, what do you plan to do to make sure that you get all of your coin? Like what steps are you trying to take to make sure that you get yours? Where's Kelanna?
Maybe her battery died. I gotta go soon. I gotta go to the gym. But for me, I guess I feel like I need to do research because like here's my thing. Like Rachel said earlier, I don't know. Like to me, it doesn't matter yet because I don't even know what the going rate is. That's what my problem is. So if I don't educate myself, I don't know what a going rate is. Like if you told me tomorrow that you'll pay me $150 to do a show, I'm like okay, but it might be $300. But I'll be like, oh damn, I didn't know because no one told me. So I guess I want to do some research, which I have to ask. You have to make friendships because like I don't want to ask anyone how much money they make. You know what I mean? But if someone could give me a range, you know what I'm trying to say, I probably need to do some research to talk to people who are like on my level or how much time they're doing, how long they've been doing it, to see what a range is so I can kind of see there. And by different people, I mean ethnicity, background, all that stuff too. And then at least I'll know if it's fair. Because right now, I legit have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Kelanna, the question was, knowing what we know about income disparity and knowing what we know about our chances to make the coin as Black women and knowing that people are going to automatically see us as less valuable no matter what position we in, no matter what industry. What do you plan to do? What's your strategy for making sure that you get the proper coin?
Challenging these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. I mean, not just saying, oh, okay, thank you, I'll take that. You know, I'm not necessarily compare myself to anybody else or anything like that, but I think that's pretty much what I do. Just like a fucking job interview. They offer you something, you come back with something else. Counter offer. But but no, I mean that's pretty much all I can do at this point. I mean, I'm not sitting in big meetings in Hollywood just yet. But as of right now, I mean, I can ask what I think what I deserve. I can ask for what I think I deserve.
Okay, cool. Neva?
If I get to that level in a pay gap and I find out that I'm being like lowball compared to other people that I'm on the same set with, I'm gonna act up. I ain't really got nothing to lose once I'm on my house to pay for. So I think I'll make Monique look graceful. She's still on camera while she's doing her.
Girl, she taking out trash. Turn in.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot it's Thursday. And they don't do I don't like they pick up trash today and the next is Monday. I'm like,
oh shit, girl.
I'm in over here doing chores. Anyway, thank you, Geneva, for So your strategy is show up and show out. Got you.
Well, I'm not gonna show up to the same set, work with people on my level. Like I gotta say that if I'm the newbie in the game, I don't expect to get as much as the star. Once I have like 1 or 2 under my belt and people know me and you put me on this project because you know my face is gonna make money, like, or my presence is gonna make money on this film, I expect to be respected financially just like everybody else. If I find out you're not doing that, then I'm not gonna go for it. Now, my real backup plan is do as much shit on my own as possible.
Exactly.
So you know you can't even come to me. Yeah. But in the meanwhile, while people do checks, and I noticed that check got extra zeros, like I gotta eat, and I gotta buy a whole lot of lotion to keep this glistening that white girl don't have to buy. Like the costs is up. I know I'm here with no makeup on now, but like I got costs, I got people to take care of, I got a whole shitload of cousins. Amy Schumer got like a cousin. I'm not going for it. No.
But yeah, David, you do make a good point, because the upkeep of a woman is more costly than the upkeep of a man. Everything from our hair, our makeup, our clothes, we gotta buy bras, we gotta buy, you know, tampons, pads, and shit like that. All this stuff that we gotta buy that men don't never have to worry about. It costs way more, and we still getting paid less. So let's keep that in mind. What they like to call the pink tax. Amen.
Real is real in movies, and unfortunately, it's not going to get fixed until people act a fool. Nothing in this country gets fixed until people act a fool. And when you act a fool, it's going to be sacrifices. It's going to be judgment. The Montgomery bus boycott, like we learned about it in school. Like, oh, they didn't ride the bus for a little while, then they fixed the bus. No, they didn't ride the bus for a very long time. People walked 10, 15, 20 miles. They got up at 6 in the morning to be somewhere at 9 o'clock and walk most of that time. Like, there has to be sacrifice. You got to get blisters, and you got to be able to show that I don't care what you're talking, we're not going to take less anymore. So Monique, she just got on Instagram. Like, that was pretty easy compared to what our forefathers had to do to get us just basic rights. You know what I mean? Basic play. So like, it's going to take somebody being like, you know what? I can be in this movie, get me a Ferrari, and then shut up knowing that I don't really have the same amount of money as everybody else. Take this thing. Go in there and kick over the craft services table. I don't know. But somebody's got to stand up and fight for it. And that's what she's doing. Hopefully I'd have the guts to do that. It really depends on how much money they're talking. But like,
I feel all that, you know, and I'm all about all of those things. I'm all about talking back to motherfuckers and not taking the first thing that's offered to you, doing your own shit, which is pretty much the way that's my plan of attack. I'm doing my own shit. Like I have to go out there and get it on my own, because I'm not waiting for nobody to give me shit, because I've already been taught through many trials and errors that ain't nobody giving me a motherfucking thing.
Remember what I said, right? How Chris Rock was like, he lived in the suburbs with like in the same neighborhood as Mary J. Blige.
In a dentist.
Yeah, and then his fucking neighbor's a dentist. Like, that just shows you how much the wage gap is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But this is Chris Rock, and a dentist can live next to him. That means that Chris Rock and the white people Chris Rock's level, but there's people getting paid more.
Yeah. He said that was a funny joke. He was like, you know what, black dentist would have to do to live next to me? Invent teeth.
but that's all it is, yo. Like, it's basically, you know, when you know that you are not getting what you deserve, like Monique, you have to make a strategy though. You can't just fuss and yell and stuff, and you gotta have a plan. You gotta be able to do something for yourself when people ain't doing shit else for you.
Right.
You gotta be able to do something for yourself, and I'm trying to put myself in a position where I can do it for myself, and I ain't gotta worry about a motherfucking, you know, promoter, a book, or somebody coming to me trying to give me a coin. I gotta be able to go. I'm going after my own coins. I'm making my own shit.
Are we driving to the gym with her?
So yeah, anyway, since everybody got shit to do, we done lost one to Drag Race. We losing another one to the gym, Lord God. Amen. Both noble pursuits. I'm about to go to Papados and get my entire life.
I love Papados.
Wait, I was about to say you coming, girl, but you going to the gym.
Yeah, it's for Papados.
Damn.
What you gonna?
Yo, take one for me. Caribbean lobster tail. I love that shit. That's my favorite thing.
Charmaine, you should come to Papados.
Yes. Yeah, after the gym. You don't think I'm playing it?
I mean, but if y'all want to meet up, we can meet up. Anyway, we'll talk about this off book. Thank y'all for watching. If you watch, love you. Bye, bitches.
What's your last name, Geneva? So I can free